It is December 27th, 2019. I'm Scott L. Miller. This is Sheep Guarding Llama. It is Friday here in Carrollton, Texas, where Paul and I are. The big thing yesterday, one of the reasons we came back on the on Christmas night, but came back early. The main ones just needed to work, but the other one is needed to file with the courts about the predatory towing incident. I am taking the towing company to court. First time I've ever actually filed to take someone to court. And we didn't manage to do that yesterday, so that was the very first thing this morning. Got up, grabbed the paperwork, got straight in the car, and straight to the courts. So we got that done first thing in the morning. Went up to Justice of the Peace District 6 in Carrollton, which is right on Rosemead, really easy to get to. They were super friendly and helpful this morning, and luckily there was no line at all. I was the only person when I got there. I was able to walk right up. It took them a while because it's not something apparently they do that often, so they had some questions and needed someone to come help, and but that went great. So I'm all filed, and in the next 21 business days I should be getting notification of a court date, and I will be heading in to testify because let me tell you, I have my paperwork together. They were very impressed by the stack of documentation I had, not only as to why I should not have been towed, but also large-scale proof, I feel, of predatory towing practices and setup. Like, it is very clear that this was not an accident. Every single step of the way is designed to make this as likely to get you towed as possible. It is clear that this was intentional. There is about 14 points that I had laid out as to why they were targeting a low-income community, a lower income community, I should say, that is almost entirely minorities, in a spot where the complex markets them as being in one city but actually are in another. Like, everything around it is clear that they are preying on a group that is less likely to be able to do anything about the fact that their car has been towed, and things like having to pay $41 to file at the court makes it that much harder, right? These are people who are not they're very unlikely to understand that they have the right to go to court. They are unlikely to understand how to go to court. They are unlikely to feel confident at winning at court. They are unlikely to be able to get the time to take off to go to court. They are unlikely to, after having been forced to suddenly pay for the towing, to then pay the court filing fee, especially because they would expect they wouldn't get it back. All those things. So, this is Overlook Ranch is definitely in cahoots with, I believe it's IPM, towing out of and they picked a towing company from very far away in Fort Worth to do the towing, and they tow you from Denton to Dallas, like really, really far, which is costing them a fortune in time and gas. The only reason you could possibly do that is because they think it's going to make sure that people can't get their cars back or can't take them to court. And it makes it very confusing. Where do you take them to court? Do you take them to court where they towed your car from, or where they towed the car to? If you're really diligent and know what you're doing, you can figure it out. If you know who to call and can take the time, yeah, you can do those things. But if you don't. So I'm actually going to put together a guide for everyone in that complex and make it really clear what your rights are, how to approach it, what you need to know, what information there is, that kind of stuff, because that's something that people need. And I'm out here right now, and Mia is eating the fence again. She loves eating the fence. Not, yeah, I'm talking about you. She takes boards off the fence and stands there chewing them. So we did that. We went and filed this morning. We stopped by the mechanic to look at Paul's truck, which is having real problems, and they think that it's his fuel pump, not his alternator, which is an $800 repair. He went and tried to sell his truck today, but they didn't make him an offer that he wanted, so he ended up keeping it, at least for the moment. And other than that, it's Friday, so he dropped me off before he went to try to sell the truck, and I spent the morning working. I spent the whole day working. It was just a work day. As usual, the evening I got a bit of time, about 6 o'clock, basically just solid work until 6:30. Actually, I worked till 7. Solid work until 7, but it wasn't crazy busy. And then I got a little bit of a break for a couple hours, was able to relax, watch some YouTube, not ordered in, but ran out and got Taco Bueno because Paul was running out anyway. So got that, came home, and no, that's not right. I don't remember what I ate. I had Taco Bueno this morning when we were out, and then I must have eaten stuff around the house or something. But I watched a little bit of TV while I ate, and then Jeremy and I worked for many hours this evening. The big thing at work today is we did a lot of research on time tracking, because we discovered that we really don't know what the team is doing at different times. The individuals don't know what they're doing. Lots of good discussions about that, and figured out that we really need robust time tracking to figure out what's happening to whom and when and where time is going. So we did a lot of research on that today, lots of meetings. I was on the phone all day. I had a pretty bad headache by the end of the day, just because I was working on the phone so much. So it was always just the headset and the sound in your ear, and it wears on you. And I was never able to get up from my desk, so I was never able to get coffee when I wanted, couldn't get water when I wanted, because we were so busy doing that stuff. So, but a good day. And worked until about 2 o'clock in the morning, as Jeremy and I tend to do. Tons getting done on Vettastic. Super excited about that. That's moving at just an unbelievable pace. So that is the end of the week. I'll see everybody over the weekend. Have a good one.